Okay, I'm not completely done yet, but it's mostly just small little piddly stuff and some cosmetic things that I'm working on. And once I have all that done, I'm gonna do a complete walkthrough of the trailer. But I'm gonna give one last update before I do that. So here's a trailer, 6x12 Vinos. So the update on what I've done, actually quite a bit. I got the floor in here so you can see the flooring. Actually, I was thinking it's going to be a little gray, a little lighter. It's a little lighter than the walls here, but I didn't want real light since I'll be using this during hunting, probably getting a little dirty, muddy. You can see there's a little bit of gap. It's supposed to be a floating floor. These are vinyl planks, and they just float. So they say you're supposed to leave like about a 1/4 inch gap. So I'm gonna get some baseboard. I figure I'll get just like some sort of barnwood type of baseboard to sort of match the decor. Yeah, so still have to do that. But otherwise, yeah, it's the whole trailer's complete for the most part. I'll go through some of the other stuff. Well, so here's the shower. We've got the paneling up inside. Once that dries, we just put the adhesive on this morning. Once that dries, we'll take the clamps off. And then I probably have to clean that up a little bit and put some silicone in some of the junctions where in the corners and stuff. So yeah, so that's that. So yeah, a little bit about the shower. I know a lot of people are gonna say that you don't need a shower when you're hunting. I like, sometimes you're hunting warm, sometimes you get sweaty, and I just like to be comfortable, and sometimes a good shower. And I do like to control my scent, and it's important to me to do that. So I spent a little bit of the real estate of the camper in a shower. Plus, I do in order to get some buy-in from my wife on this. I did have to promise that I'd take her camping in it. So and there's no way she's going anywhere without a shower. So so that's what that's for. But you'll see that I've got a hot water heater. So it's actually called a Julka hot tap, and it's a shower and sink combo. So here's my little sink, and this actually comes out, and you can do the same thing on this side. So you can dry dishes or just put stuff in there. But yeah, it comes off of the same. It wise off there. I have to do a little bit of hose management here once I get. And actually, I got this table now, but I want to put a more permanent cabinet. I just wasn't quite sure how it was going to fit in there, so I didn't want to buy anything. I didn't want to prepare to build. I figured I'd go the first year with something really temporary like this. And maybe this is what I want, and maybe I just keep that. So I don't know. I am going to put some upper cabinets there, but I just kind of wanted to see where everything fit together before deciding on what size. But yeah, so this hot tap, you can see I've got the water containers. They're 7-gallon water containers. I figure one will be well, actually I can just it's a couple of them I'll probably just use as my source of water. I'll use another one to drain from the sink. So there's a little drain on the side there, you can see. So it'll just drain into one of those. And then the fourth one, what I'll probably use it for, I'll use the fourth one for a third water source, so I can fill up. Or if the place I'm at, like if my lease probably doesn't, where I'm at in my lease, I can probably just let the shower drain to the ground. But if I'm in a at a campsite, I might need to let the shower drain into one of those. So, which it does come out the bottom, and it it comes out in a convenient place out the bottom that I'd be able to do that pretty easily. But anyway, this shower, again, I'll do a little, when this is out, I'll do a more complete video. But this is the shower head, and it's magnetic in the back, and I've got a steel plate that will mount there, and it'll just stick right on there. So it's gonna be, I think we're right at about 5'10" there. So I do hunt with some buddies that are a little bit taller than that, so they're just gonna have to bend down. But no, actually, I think it's more like, it might be close to 6 feet. No, it's, yeah, a 5'10" in the shower. Okay, so going to the back here, I got this fridge here, and it's a fairly good sized fridge. I looked at some of those RV fridges, but they're so expensive, and they're kind of chest type, and you have to dig to find stuff. So this is kind of nice because it has a freezer section. And it has a pretty good size. I got the clamps there, so I can't quite open it all the way. But yeah, you can see it's bigger than kind of a traditional dorm fridge, and I didn't want that small of a place. But so just so you don't have to have ice management when you're out in camping somewhere. So, but anyway, here's my bed situation. So I got a bunk. So this is just some E-Track. So this will be a bunk. I'll put I got to get some plywood to put across that. And then I didn't want to put 2 levels of bunks. I wanted to put a cot here so I can move it out so that so it's easily removable. This is actually pretty easily removable too. So it does, if I needed to, I could open it up a little bit more. But I wanted to be able to keep that lower part open. I think it's about 42 inches or something like that, 41, 42 inches. Enough so I could slide a kayak in. I could bring my bike in. I have an e-bike. I can put that. So then, and then I'll probably put some hooks here just to tie it off. So that it doesn't move around when I'm traveling. So that's how I'll, and there should still be plenty of room here. I got a 10-foot kayak, so there should be plenty of room yet to, for my kayak. Got a fire extinguisher. Okay, what else haven't I? Oh, I did put this bracket up here to, I'll probably have a shelf up there. I've got a small microwave I'll put in that corner. And a lot of this stuff too, I'll make sure I'll have to tie down so that when it travels, I have a way to secure that, and probably the jugs and the fridge. I'll have to some way just to secure them. But also one thing I did is I put this outlet in here because I wanted to, the microwave will be there. This will be just a place to charge phones, and you can see it's got the USB ports. And I think what's it called, the USB-C or whatever those are. So so that'll be a good place for to charge up some electronics. But I also do have, this, you can see it way back there that I think I showed in an earlier video. There's a outlet that pops up from the floor. One of them will go to the fridge, but then we'll put probably like a power strip out back here, and I'll see here because there's some storage underneath for like clothes bags, duffel bags. I got an ozone bag too. I might, like I said, I'm gonna make a shelf there, but that'll be pretty limited. I'm gonna have a storage cabinet up there, but it's going to be mostly just like essentials and stuff. So there probably won't be a room. So what I might do, I do have a smaller shelf, 32-foot wide, but I think like 14-foot deep shelf that I might put there, and that'll fit in really nicely with still plenty of room. And it'll still give us room for a couple chairs, portable chairs that we can sit in the evening, eat or whatnot. But yeah, I think some of mostly wrapped up here. We do have a little bit of cosmetic things. Like I said, I have to. There's a couple. Like I said, I have to take this thing paneling off twice, so it does. There's a couple little chips in there. I'm gonna put a little gray wood filler in, but otherwise, I have to finish the shower. I have to put the end caps on here, put the baseboards in. Oh yeah. So I'll have to finish that junction box because that's gonna be. So the shore power's coming in through here, and that's going to feed this junction box, and then from that junction box, that's what powers this outlet, the outlet in the back, and then I do have an outlet on the outside here as well. So if we're outside or something, we can plug some things in. I did also put in a light up here for the outside. Yeah, and and then I'll have to see exactly how that works, but yeah, because here's the power source, which maybe I should talk a little bit about that, but make one comment on this first. This is for, and don't laugh at me, it's for my air conditioner. Again, couple reasons for that. It's not so much for hunting, even though I know I have hunted North Dakota early season where it was 96 degrees, and it sure would be nice to have an air conditioner. And I do have just a portable air conditioner. That's where the I think it's 11,000 BTU. So it's for a portable air conditioner, it's pretty good. So that's what that's for. I'm going to do a separate one on the power. This video is getting kind of long, so I'll do a separate one on the power, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But otherwise, we still do have a little work to do on the propane here. Here's my propane carrier. We were missing one fitting, so we're going to get that maybe today, later, or tomorrow. I've actually got to head back home here in a little bit, so I'll probably do that in my next trip up here. But otherwise, I think I'm going to make a list of everything I do need. One thing that we did not get to is the solar panels, and those solar panels are going to go up on the roof. I've got two 100-watt solar panels that will be going in there. Here, I can actually go up there and show you what I got. Okay, here's the roof, and I think the 200 watts easily fit across there. With that power source, I can add up to 500 watts total, so I think there should be room at least for 4 here, maybe a 5th one, but if not, I'll have to get the 5th one back there. But I figured I'd start with 200 watts, see how that works. I'm really, if I have an electric hookup or a short trip, it shouldn't be an issue. But I'm thinking that it's going to be 200 is going to be good, but I might just add 500 just for those times where I am going to be off grid, and that's the only power I'm going to have. So, here's my here's my sign. I figured it'd be kind of neat. My wife bought that for me. She thought that'd be kind of cool to have a sign on the outside there. This is gonna be I think I'm gonna call it the Buckabago, play off of the Winnebago term. But yeah, so that's my project here, and I'll do a last update before once everything's in and looking good. I'll do a complete walkthrough with everything.